The drive will start with an option going left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, now look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he spins, and he coughed it up. And this is going to be Packer football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bender. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So out come the Bucs now. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, you got three down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bender being chased out left. Now he's going to let it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bender looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Bender. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking down. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, boy, you got four down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Bender. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
From the gun, Bender going up top. That is caught by... And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the...
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Detroit! Now let's go!
On first down, Bender. Flushed out right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Gone.
To throw on second down. Bender looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bender looking deep for Adams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Bender. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Oh, there it is again. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Bender eluding the pressure right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
To throw on second down, Bender. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's third and short. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw now on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The give is to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their lap. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Field to help pass protect all the receivers in their patterns. Is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance, and they popped the ball foot in the backfield.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st and 10, Bender. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And he knocks it through. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give to Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to the air on second down. Bender under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Levante David coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. Operating from the gun. Bender. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Bender steps away to his left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34. 4 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw. Bender, and his pass incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
Operating from the gun. Bender dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Nick Perry able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bender. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Bender. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bender. Being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
To throw again. Bender flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gun, gun!
to throw. And an alley to run. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Flex round.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Give him 14 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.